Well, hey, good evening. That has been a bit of a mad rush. Is everybody on? That's the question. How's the audio? Is it all good? Is it really bad? One-sided. Okay. So we got left-hand audio going. But this week we've got two cameras. Now Mario's going to show off two shots now. Are you ready for this? So has that worked? We should have two camera angles, all being well. Okay. We're in. Right. So we got multiple cameras. Look at that. You got the quality so I can look. So I can say something here and I can go like that. You see? So we've got that going on. So we were introducing some things to this show that we haven't had on before. So we put a shout out yesterday on Instagram and on Facebook saying send in your videos of why riding an electric unicycle changed or has changed your life or makes your life better in any way whatsoever. And you've got up to 30 seconds. Now you need to describe why that is. And we've got one viewer, admittedly it was short notice, 48 hours, we've got one viewer that sent a video in. And so we will play that later. We've got a special segment for it. We were also going to have a segment for viewers' videos. So if you want to send something in that's longer than, let's say, 30 seconds, so up to a minute, then we will play those as well. But we've had some technical issues with the intro for that. So these things will have intros. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, go onto our Instagram, our Facebook page, Twitter, follow all of those. And join in. The numbers are going up on Instagram. They go down, they go up. They do seem to do that a lot. But the YouTube channel has improved massively. So it's been going up. The numbers are going up, yeah, really well. Someone said the volume is barely audible. Please turn up your mic. Now I've got a man in the know who is doing that thing now. So let's check. Has everyone got the sound? Technical issues. This is a rough episode. This one. This has been a lot of work. So this is the first time. So viewers tuning in, we're using all this expensive equipment, which is running multiple cameras and multiple mics. Also, in fact, I can probably introduce camera. Yeah, there you go. Look, white box and second camera. So that is the focus point on the camera, which is showing over the feed. You've also got a little red dot, which is it up there or up there? One of them. So, you know, work in progress. Bear with us. Better now. The audio is better now, but needs to be still louder. Is everyone else concurring with that, or has this chap got his volume down? We don't quite know. I can hear the audio coming out really well on Mario's headphones, and he's wearing his headphones. I can hear it, and he's the other side of the room. But so if anybody wants to confirm that, you can. Is it nice and loud from where you are? Yeah. He's nodding, so that's all good. White box, red dot. Okay, we switched cameras. We're front camera now. This is good, isn't it? So I've been dumped in the hot seat here, so I've got a little red light, lets me know which camera we're on. Right, okay. So what I was saying is we're going to do we'll have segments to this show, so it's going to slowly build up into a nice proper show. So we'll be out in the warehouse showing you bits and bobs and all those sorts of things. That's the aim of it, basically. But we've got another section where we want to get you guys involved. So we're going to have the why unicycles have changed your life. So what you find about them that's actually made things easier for you and why you ride, those sorts of things. And it's called #WhyWeRide. We've done a couple of episodes on that already. And so you can upload a video there, 0 to 30 seconds. Evidently not 0 because that probably be quite short. But up to 30 seconds, and let us know why that is. Get all those key points in and send that in. Now we're going to, once we get to 10 of those, we're going to get to a competition, and if we get more, we'll filter it down to the best 10. And then we'll have a competition where you guys can vote the best video you see out of those 10, and you can win some goodies. So goodies to be announced. No idea what they are going to be yet. Probably a t-shirt and some stickers, other bits and bobs. So we'll try that. But so that's that one bit, and then we have another segment which someone's done a brilliant voiceover for. It goes viewers videos like that, bit like that, with a bit of echo to it. And that one you can send a longer video in, up to a minute, and it can just be you messing about on your unicycle, doing tricks, or whatever. So you send that in, and again we'll have prizes for that one. So once we get a nice bunch in, we'll then vote who's the best video, and we'll get some goodies sent out to you and to the winner. So that's done. And with that being said, if you haven't seen our promotion for Why Unicycle Changed Your Life, Mario is now going to play you the video that we did yesterday, and it, like smooth butter, it's going to roll over your screen right now. Yo! Each week we would like you guys to do a little video, let us know how riding an electric unicycle has changed your life. So get your phones out, anything up to 30 seconds, and we'll feature it on the show. Hey, well there you go. So you get the idea. So we've had a few people email in. I'll bring a few down to a couple, down to one. We've had one person email in. They sent a video from last year, which is really cool. Thank you very much. But it didn't quite fit the remit. But it's good you sent it in because it's nice and organic. So then we suddenly thought, well, hang a minute, we can take your video and we can put it in the viewers video section. So send them in. So that will go into that one. We have got an intro for that, but we've got some difficulties. That's what the delay was. Mario's been doing the intro to it, and then we export it. A load of file problems and codec problems and all sorts. So thank you very much, Clifford, for supporting the show again. That is really, really good of you. So have we got any questions apart from terrible sound, white box on camera and things like that? So if you've got any questions or anything to talk about, then we get rolling with that. I'm just going to quickly go to the Twitter and see what is going on there. Oh, we got the InMotion V10 in stock as well. Not the V10F, just the V10. And I'll get that in. If you're interested, comment and say you would like to see it. This week you may also notice we haven't got comments scrolling up the screen. That's because we have another technical difficulty. So if you're on YouTube, you will still be able to see those comments if you're watching this after we've done a live stream. But we're hoping that next week we'll be able to overlay them, basically. Can't do it this week, didn't have time. How common are punctures on EUCs? Well, punctures on EUC, I've had one puncture in 5 years, and of that it had 3 thorns in it. So I had 3 punctures in one. But that is the only time I've had a puncture. Hi Brett, how you doing? Hello. So how can yeah, so from my point of view, and we don't repair that many punctures, to be fair. So the King Song 11D. I don't know anything about it. Tell me more. King Song 11D. I'm going to look this up now and have a quick look. If the whole stream crashes, it's because I'm using the internet at the same time. I don't get any results on it. If I search for it, so I don't know anything about that. So you'll have to. Hello, Rob. How do I pronounce your name? Marisela Francis, I think. King Song N11D. I can find nothing about it. Is it a scooter or something? Or is it actually electric unicycle? It's a scooter, isn't it? As far as I can see. Go fishing for wheels, no punctures. Yes, Brett's on about a time when he had a cutout going alongside of a river, and he actually contacted me and said I'd lost it in the river, and I went in and did some fishing for a wheel with a massive long stick in a river, and we managed to retrieve it. So thankfully he was able to claim under warranty. Oh, ding 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 ding! An extra subscriber on YouTube, so excellent. Let's have a look. Does anybody want to see the InMotion V10? I have mentioned that once already, but no one's even said about it yet. So we'll wait and see. Is everything good, Mario? Audio? Everything? Yeah. Mario's really live. Right there. Hey Mario, you should come and show your face, because no one knows who you are, do they? Come on, come in. Say hello. He's really keen, so he's actually really keen. Here he comes. Actually, sneakily changed cameras. It's interesting.
Yeah.
He comes it. Hold on. It's like the suspense.
Yeah.
He's gonna. Oh.
Suspense.
No. Here he goes. You're not on camera. There we go.
But no.
Here, this is Mario. So he's the guy behind the cameras, and he's doing all the intros. He's gonna do the videos, and hopefully, so the review videos and stuff, the unboxings, will go woohoo up in quality. There we go. Thanks, Mario. Yeah. He's listening to everything and trying to get the camera angles right, etc. What's the best EUC for hilly area where good range 30 plus miles is needed? Right. Wow. Okay. 30 miles. What's your weight? That's what I'd like to know. So your rider weight is very important. That is a critical question we need answering. So tell me your weight and then we'll know. And if you're going to give me in kilograms, I need to get a converter up so I know what that is in stone. 75 kilograms. Well, what's that? 12? I'm going to guess. 12 stone something? I don't know. Wow. I haven't put it in right. Let's try again. Oh well, almost 11.8. So basically 12 stone. Oh, okay, 30 miles. KS16S will probably just about do it. ACM2 Tesla, Gotway ACM2, 2000 watt motors in those, so you can have lots and lots of power to pick up the hills. So probably that. Do you want a trolley handle on it? Because the ACM2 doesn't come with a trolley handle. You can get them fitted. So Jonathan Worley's on. Excellent. He has contributed. He is the first person to put in his how electric unicycle helps him in his daily life. So yeah. Okay, so going back, hi Jonathan by the way, going back to that wheel, depends if you want a trolley handle or not, so you need to let us know. I've got to watch these lights. Changing them, not used to that. I'm guessing what he said. Hey, there we are, he's back again, that one there. I should be on the news, shouldn't I? To be fair, definitely. Right, so if you need a trolley handle, ACM2, real powerful, 2000 watt motor, you can get the big battery version. Let me link you up the ACM2. So we know where we are. Here we go. speedyfeet.co.uk. That's the only website you guys need to know about. Nothing else. It's literally all you need. Anything. Anything else? ACM2, 2000 watt. Can I find it? So it's a 600 watt hour. You know, out of stock at the moment, but that doesn't mean we don't get them in. It's just so that's the ACM2. So I would go with that one. Have a look at that one. That is a little beast, that is, but it has no trolley handle, so you need to be careful of that, obviously, if you want to be pushing it around a train station and stuff. But I'm guessing in the hilly area, not going to be going to many train stations, so that might do. Or the Gotway Tesla, another 2000 watt motor, and then you start getting onto the bigger stuff. So if you want something more, then you need to. This is difficult now. I can see it. I'm just getting Instagrammed here. It's Gotway Tesla. Let's have a look. So this is the Tesla. So you could go that one. It's got an inbuilt trolley handle. That's where I'm going with that. 2000 watts, inbuilt trolley handle. So have a look at those two. I hope that answers your question. If it doesn't, you need to let me know. And now, in a minute, we're going to show you the first submission to why electric unicycle changed your life.
Short one or the long one?
It's the short one, isn't it? So the goodness. It's the Jonathan's one, which we have not vetted, so we've got to assume. I've had a brief look at it. It should be coming in a second, I think. So this is it upside down?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the video's upside down, so should we bring it in?
Just dashing up to the shops. Life is so much easier with a wheel. And also I go to work on my wheel, and every morning I get there with a huge grin on my face.
Brilliant. Oh dear, I'm almost in tears here. So, because we're professionals, hopefully you've got screens you can do that with. If you have, turn them round, watch his video. I think Jonathan must have recorded that with his camera upside down, because all we've done is taken the file he sent us and just uploaded it. So, yeah, hopefully you get the premise of that. So that's the first submission. Don't take that as you just viewed it on this channel. We'll play it again next week the right way round. See, this is why I brought Mario, because he knows what he's doing. So things like this don't happen. So yeah, John's happy with that. He says epic. So send some more in. Anyone wants to send them in, absolutely brilliant idea. So send them in. Why Unicycle helps you in what you do. So do that one there. And actually, keep it on this camera, because we're going to play now an audio file, because someone has actually sent in via Anchor. We keep on about this every single week. We need to build this show up with content, so it requires you guys to send in the 0 to 30 second video, the 1 minute video of just you prattling about in Unicycle, and you can also send in messages by Anchor. Now, I'm probably going to have to lean it towards this camera, because I think the mic's on that camera. So this message is from a Rich Skull, and we are going to play it. No idea what it says. Again, haven't vetted it. 39 seconds. Here we go. Hopefully.
Hi Ian, it's Rich Skull here. I've got a question for you regarding putting batteries back together and the spark. So,
what's happened there? Mario's taken it off me to bring it closer to the mic. I think he might have paused it. Okay, so press the Rich Skull thing there. That's it. And then press the play button. Here we go.
hi Ian, it's Rich Skull here. I've got a question for you regarding putting batteries back together and the spark. So I was reconnecting my batteries on my old M Super at one time. As I connected the block connectors together, an almighty spark which resulted in one of the block connectors getting completely black and fried and mangled. I ended up literally removing the connectors and reattaching with an electrical block connector. Anyway, my question is, when you're putting an electric unicycle back together, which method do you use? How do you reconnect the batteries? What's the right way to do it and have least chance of getting a spark? Thank you very much.
Hey, we got that one. Did everyone hear that is the question? I'm going to go back to my live chat. Okay, so what that is, it depends what's happened, basically. It's because the capacitors have emptied themselves. And so when you go to connect it back up, it fills them and it jumps and it sparks. All in all, don't tend to get that issue because I'm not losing, when I take them apart, occasionally get a spark, but it's not a massive one. But so for me, when we take them apart, I don't really have to do anything. I mean, you would, so if you, probably next week I'll probably demonstrate it. If you remove the battery and then boot it up, you'll hear it beep, and actually the board will boot up, you can hear it trying to stabilise. And then it just drains all that out. And if you look at your board, I've got one somewhere, the capacitors are full, which is providing power. I'm just going to get a board. This is all legit. I'm going to try something real funky here. I wonder if I can introduce my iPhone, Mario, to show the close-up of the board.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. Okay, we've got a probably. That'll do. Let's go with a probably. So I'm going to show you guys now the board close-up. Can I get onto the sling? It's not showing it. Let's turn it off and turn it back on again. I'll show you the capacitors is what I'm trying to do here. There we go, I'm in. Okay. So connected. Right. Can you get me on? Can you get me on that question? Oh, we're in. Okay. So here we go.
This is amazing. We've got 3 cameras now, or is the audio coming from the iPhone? If it is, I'll tone it down a little bit. Yeah, we're back again. Yeah, cool.
It's coming from the iPhone now.
Oh, it's coming from the iPhone. Okay. Right, so that's capacitors. These here. So these hold electrical charge, essentially. But only if you boot at the board or a long period of time do they drain. So that is what's holding the power. So if it depends how long it has been. Context for that, really. But yeah, that I don't. If we're just swapping something out, it tends to be okay. Now there is an official way, and what I'll do is I'll get the article for you, so you guys can follow it step by step. Because we're not electrical engineers. Don't do that. Don't scrape the board around. I've been told because it makes a terrible noise. So you're all deaf now. But you can now switch that back again, Mario. If you want, take me off the iPhone. Let's see.
Is it back off? Yeah, we're on the camera. Okay, I'm on monitor, it says there. So yeah, I'll post up an article, because if you want to do it properly, you need to follow a step of instructions. But yes, so if you're replacing a brand new board, you need to try and get voltage into those without sparking it. If it's a massive spark, that can cause a problem. But all I can say is I've never had a spark massive enough to actually damage the connectors before, and not even blacken them. So I'll get you an article, Rich. What I'll do is I'll write myself a note for that, and I will link it up in the description of this video once it's processed and gone up onto our YouTube channel. And for the rest of you guys, get Rich details on filling capacitors. I'm going to do without spark. So it's that initial jump, and you see it when you've got a fresh board. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. So it shouldn't do any damage. So if you're actually damaging something, then that's a problem. But you know, I'll get you the article. I'll send it to you. Let's have a look. So we've got, let it clear, NB Monster. So someone said to NB, who asked if money was no object, what EUC would you buy? And someone said Monster. But it depends. NB, you've also asked a question. You live in a hilly area. Now the Monster takes a lot of strain to actually get the thing to start going, and it takes quite a lot of effort to actually stop it. So in terms of that being the correct one for you, probably not. And you're thinking along the lines of M Super X, yes, you could do. So if you've got that sort of dosh to spend, then the M Super X would be a brilliant wheel for you, because it's 18-inch, but it's still manageable. So you could go with the M Super X, by all means, but I was kind of dishing out slightly cheaper alternatives. But it would suit, because you've got a trolley handle, you've got the lights, you've got everything pretty much. So let's have another look. Can Mario ride? Can Mario ride? Of course he can ride. In fact, somewhere I have video of him riding and learning to ride. So when was that? That was, it took him around about 2 hours, I think, to actually just get to ride in a straight line. And now he commutes. So he's coming from Cheltenham, riding on the wheel, comes in, gets the bus, comes in here, and then rides the rest of the way. So yeah, he's using it as a commuter. So I got a little spark yesterday when we kicked the battery on the KS18L, probably normal. Correct, yeah, you do get a little bit. Shouldn't be massive, shouldn't be melting connectors. Oh yeah, any news on the Z10? Hold on, I've got news on the Z10. Let me go and get it. Speedy feet, news blog. Here we go. If you type in Speedy feet, news blog, you'll get it. You'll get the thing. I'll put the URL up for you guys, so you can go and have a look at that. Save answering the question. Can I find it? No, I cannot. It's because I've separated the word Speedy feet. My cursor's not going between it to actually do it. There we go. Right, let's get that going for you guys. News blog. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. I can't see your questions at the moment. So availability. Boom. And let's go back. So Phil's asked what the white square is for. It's to frame me nicely in the shot. Nah, it's a focus basically, which James McBall's already answered. So yeah, and it's got a little red dot. We'll be getting rid of those next week. Hopefully we'll be in well if it's possible. So I've put in there the link to the Z10 stuff. So you'll be able to look at that. It hasn't changed, and it won't change. Basically, Christmas time this should already be available. But not only that, we are getting 2 samples in, which should probably be in about a month's time. We'll have those samples in, and so we'll do a full video then of that Z10. I know there's loads of people interested in that. Yes, the agility on the Monster is lowered. Yeah, so the opportunities of a massive wheel. So yeah, there are advantages to a massive wheel. For instance, we did the 1,000 miler on the Monster. A 22-inch wheel rolling along for 10 hours is much more comfortable than the smaller wheel. Can we see the V10 when you get time? So Lee, yes you can. You're the first person to ask, I think, unless someone else has and I completely missed it. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, we got that. So we're quite successful. We've got one upside down video this week of someone saying how the wheel helps them in their day-to-day life. And we've got a voice message from Rich Skull. So Anchor's being used, that one's being used, and we've also got a video, which we'll play now, I think, Mario. What? Sorry, seems to be attempting to crawl along on the floor. Is he going to play it?
No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star. Time to show 'em who's in charge. Call me a shooting star. Didn't even get to cross. I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass.
What was his name? Can you remember that guy's name?
Okay, you're...
What? Okay, we're in. Right. I think we're on that now. Enjoy. Hope you enjoyed that video. You're there. I was told it's going to be on there. Right, so you can send a video in like that of you riding around, which would be really, really good. So up to a minute, and just send in whatever you want. So you riding along, doing some tricks would be good. So some interesting stuff. You can find something slightly interesting. Wear a stupid outfit, film yourself, put a mask on if you don't want to be seen. You know, all those sort of crazy things. Right, here's the InMotion V10. The V10, not the V10F. There's a distinct difference. So this is the box it comes in. And what I might do is lower it down, and hopefully not break the back. And we'll get this out for you, so you can have a look. Now the unboxing and the video for this has not been done. Hopefully next week, all being well. So you get that, goes in the box. Won't reveal too much. I want you guys to see the main video when it comes out. Here it is. It looks like we're on the other angle. Okay, hopefully you got a clear view of that. Oh, there she is. Look at that. So you get the pads, side pads, which you fit on, which come in the box. Come in the box. So there it is. That is it there. So, oh, there we go. Let's just move that to the middle slightly. So you've got the carry handle, trolley handle. Clips up like that. Take that off. And there she is. And a push button to put it back down again, basically. Charge port is under here. So you can't charge that whilst that's down. So I suppose you're going to be leaning against the wall or something. You got it there. So, front light, I don't want to take all this off just yet, so I'm going to keep it on there. You got speakers, front and back. Let's just try and boot it up a second. There we go. So that's what she looks like. Sweet as, I think, anyway. Basically like a V8, just enlarged. It's the V8's big brother. But yeah, there it is, V10F, not yet V10, but what a machine. Looks beautiful, I think, if I'm honest. And there's a, I'm not sure if you can actually see that, but that is the, no you can't, I don't think, battery thing. Put me on the old, the third camera we've got, Mario, and then we'll try that. Get a bit of a close-up. Boom, we're on the program. So, there it is, close-up, that's the battery. Readout just like the V8. This is the trolley handle, and so it's a push button there. But there you go. Right, back to camera. Hopefully.
Which camera?
Back to main camera, I reckon. That's the tyre. I was trying to show the tyre as well. I think that's worked. But there we go. So you get to see it. Any questions about that, let me know. Can we hear it spin? Let's hear it spin. And you've had a serious accident if you reach that speed. I don't want to burn a hole in the table. Right. Right. Boom, there we go. Right. Let's put that aside. Woo! It's hot in here. Can't open the window because of the noise. Let's put that back on. Oh, well, let's see if there's any questions going on. But there you go, that's that. So a video will be coming out of that. A video will be coming out of the KS18L. That'll be coming out as well. We run that through its paces. See how well it goes. Someone did ask about problems on the KS18L. What do you think about the problems going on? It's a bit mixed bag really. We've got loads of people that had no issues at all. We've got some people that had issues with the trolley handle. Two issues with the trolley handle. And one with a board. So a cutout. Which I suppose is not unusual on wheels. It's just not very nice when it happens. Right. So we'll do a video on it. Obviously if we have any issues, I'll let you know. I'm currently doing a video test on the long range test. So if you those don't realise or didn't hear us, we'll be doing the initial release video of a model, then we do 250 miles, 650 miles and 1,000 miles. So we're always going to come back to you with how we're getting on with them. So yeah, keep an eye out for those. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. I'm assuming you have if you're watching. We're also streaming onto Twitch as well, so you go and find us there as Speedy Feet UK. And we'll also be streaming onto Facebook as well, on the Facebook page. But that's not happening today, something's gone a bit wrong with that. Next week it will be. So we're on those Twitch, YouTube and Facebook. Let's put this aside. Oh. Right, reorganise the whole studio. Bang, smash everything around. Move the light unit around. What could go wrong? Okay. Woo. Questions? Space age? Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. Will this become an Olympic sport soon? Obstacle course or tricks? Could do, couldn't it? Should have racing, I think. We're going to do a race at some point through the forest. And obviously keep an eye out for our ride out, because we do a ride out. We're going to try and do 3 ride outs a year, so Speedy Feet meets, but not directly affiliated with Speedy Feet. It's just called a Speedy Feet meet. So you're responsible for yourself and the organisation of it. But we'll announce it on a show, a live show, as we talked about before. So we announce it on a live show, then we publish details on a Friday of where we're going to meet, and then we meet you on the Saturday or Sunday or Monday, around about that time. But we'll let you know right at the last minute, because what we don't want is too many people turning up, because we can't take a huge group out. So keep an eye on that. But tied with that, so we'll have ideally 2 summer events, 2 summer ride outs, and 1 winter where it's all boggy and raining and terrible weather. Go out and have a good thrash around, sort of a 15-mile course in the woods. So we'll try and do that, and then with that in mind, obstacle course or tricks, yeah, you could do with like having a racing thing, and the winner gets a prize or something, but at some other point. Only thing I didn't like the look of is the handle, yeah, so it is a bit of a a contested point, the handle, but then when you compare it to some other models where the handles are weak, maybe, something like the V10 is absolutely brilliant. Is this the only other version you're allowed to ride in the rain? Correct. So the version that they had issues with, let me give you guys the link to that. It's on our things concerning safety blog on Speedy Feet, and we updated that recently. So for those of you who don't know, InMotion, the V10F, not the V10, the V10F had issues on an early batch release of water getting into the unit, not waterproofed. Things concerning safety. Let me try and get a link for you now. And we got the whole article explaining that, so I don't have to re-explain myself. And you get the correct InMotion. There we go. So if you want to have okay, let's have a look. Get back to you now. Sorry, emails are getting in the way, popping up. So this is the V10 issue. Just posted a link up now. Should be able to click on that. But it affects units purchased. No problems for units purchased after May the 5th, 2018. And so obviously that's production date of that date, but only for V10. Not sorry, only for V10F, not for V10. And we haven't received our V10Fs yet. So obviously the ones we do receive, when they finally ship them out, that will be they'll be sorted anyway. But in there is a load of descriptions, and there's their PDF release of what you need to do to correct if you do happen to have that. But Speedy Feet's not sold any models. They've confirmed with us we haven't sold any models that are affected. So there's a link there onto that blog, so that should help. Let's have a look. KS16S might be easy to learn on though. Possibly, yeah. It's just really just got to get on and learn. You can pretty much learn on anything. I mean, the heavier it goes, the more difficult it's to handle. But otherwise, yeah. Be interested to see a hockey team on the EUC. It would do, yeah. Using the past regulars to speed, these 50 miles, it would be fast to travel by bicycle, yeah. Yeah, totally. I mean, if you think someone mounted on a bicycle is actually just as heavy as most of the, unless you've got a carbon fibre frame bike, is as heavy as these unicycles anyway, and they can go as fast as they like, as long as they're not faster than the speed limit. I've got first use of the KS18 out and learn on it in 2 weeks learning. Very, very good, and congratulations on getting your KS18 out. Do all unicycles cut out when pushed to the limit? Pretty much. If they're allowed to, if the firmware is allowed to take it up to its maximum power output, then yes, really, they will cut out. Something's got to give at that point. Like if you take a car and you go 160 miles an hour, things aren't going to work quite at their optimum, and things can go wrong at that speed. So, yeah. So the smaller, we talked about this last week, but the smaller wattage motors, like 500 watts, you jump on that, you can take it up to its maximum power output, which is a speed of about 15 miles an hour, and it's beeping at you. At that point, if you push a little bit more, you can get them to cut out. Whereas these 2,000 watt ones, like the M Super X, like 35, 36 miles an hour, apparently, you won't be going that speed, and you're crazy if you do. So, from that point of view, you're very unlikely to be taking it up to that threshold soon. It gets less and less the more powerful they are. Show please helmet. The helmet there, I'm not going to take it off the wall, but that's a specialised full face helmet that we use on the 1000 miler. So if you go to our YouTube channel, look at the 1000 mile video, you should see it there. So have a look at that. The hat up there was given to me as a present on our first 200 mile charity ride by Jonathan. It's got little lights on it. I'll turn it on one day. It's got no batteries in it. It's a traditional Welsh hat, I think. Hello, just asking, is the InMotion V10F a good choice of unicycle? I currently have the 9.1E Plus, which I actually think you had in for repair as I had crashed and bent the wheel. Brilliant. Well, I hope we sorted it for you. Probably didn't, did we? I don't know. Hopefully we did. We do try. The V10F, yeah, be a good choice. The V10 is fine as well. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that V10. We always will see, because we'll do a video review of it. Hopefully next week. Next week, Marion? Yeah, V10. He's still awake, which is good. He's a good man. Oh, he's swapped camera angles. So, yeah, we'll have a video next week of the V10F, probably towards the end of the week, so the first day or whatever, two days. Filming, editing, and then uploading. and we'll get that done, and you'll see how good the V10 is. Not many people seem to have done a V10 review. The V10F's been out there, but yeah. Harry Minkley also messed up my face, broke the helmet and basically destroyed the plastic on the unit. But I'm okay, and actually almost broke my wrist 5 days ago from the pedal hitting the side of the pavement. Brilliant. Well, there you go. I'm glad you're okay. Have you finished the second video for the Gotway M Super X? No, Lee, because I need to get to 250 miles, which I haven't yet. The problem with these is they're getting these reviews, and especially the first initial reviews, so like the range tests, they're getting longer and longer to actually film and edit by default. So the first wheels you can do 10 miles, and now you can do 40, 50, 60 miles. It takes hours to do it, and finding time to do it is quite difficult. So it is coming. I think I've done about 150 kilometres on it now. What's your opinion on how to maintain a healthy battery to prolong their life, maximum charge, discharge, rate of charge, that sort of thing? Well, where I stand with that is I had a Nissan Leaf 24 kilowatt hour version, and I treated that thing like dirt, and just rapid charge, always charged to 100%, always ran it low, and over 4 years and 60,000 miles, it didn't really affect it that much. So the percentage of change is going to have more of an impact on the wheels, but you probably won't be doing 60,000 miles on your wheel. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. I mean, the typical thing is get down to about 30% and start charging again. Up to 80 is what you're advised. But in practice, in real life, I didn't see much disadvantage from just treating it like trash. It was a lease car, so I wasn't really concerned about the battery. But yeah, so charge it, get it down to 30, charge up to 80, and then occasionally do 100. So maybe every 1 in 5 charges do 100% charge. So how does voltage affect cutout? Well, in terms of cutout, I'm not really sure you can correlate the two. It just makes it stronger, essentially, as long as the motor can handle it. It's got more voltage, so it's more torquey and less likely to overpower it in that sense. In terms of an actual failure of a component, the voltage probably won't make much difference. So if you were a 25 stone man on 100 volt, you can have the same effect as someone who's 13 stone on a 62 volt. Kind of. It's rough, but you know what I'm saying. Thank you, Jonathan. He's off to buy myself an anorak and some geek glasses. Good man, good man. I thought you had some of those already. Harry Minkley, but I'm back on my 9-bot until the InMotion at Christmas, and with my 9-bot, the pedals, and then be gripped down to paper thin. Monitor, here we are. Audio only, so we've got audio. If you can still hear me, are we on this camera? Has that camera come up? So we're fighting here to get this back and rolling. No, we're on program, that's fine. So yeah, we are fighting it. So you're going to go on the 80D? Yeah, sweet. Right, so I'm running audio from the iPhone, and I'm running this from here. And we've got a thing that says text here on the screen. Someone shouted, Mario! So where are we? We're on audio only, so I hope it's not massively loud. Mario's now running around like a madman. Good, we've lost text only on the screen. So you can have a white box and a record thing. So the C100 has gone down. We don't know why. He is running about it, so sweet. I am back, I'll write that in there. So this is why you need, this is the thing, doing a show like this, you need someone else there, because if that happened when I was there, boom, the whole lot's gone down, I'm stuffed, aren't I? And I have to run around like a madman going, sorry about that, guys. It went down, that's the end of the live feed. So, yeah, so blackout, black, oh no, disappeared. So we've got it. So let's have a go back up to the questions. Yeah, we're still on. I'm on my own at the moment. Mara's running around. So will you get the grind of the V10F? I think in terms of the foot plates, I think what you'll actually find is that they're slightly higher. So we'll measure it all and we'll put it on there for you. And we'll have a little test, see what it's like off-road, which is the ultimate test really, taking it off-road over rocky ground and see if you're going to hit anything and get wiped out. So keep an eye on the video. Like if you haven't already, subscribe. I don't think you can see this from there, but it's if I lean back, you can. There you go. So we want that counter to keep going up, and once we get to 10,000, which we will on the YouTube channel, we can then start uploading photos and comments, so you can actually read on, as long as you're on a phone, you can see little snippets of information we can post up prior to doing a live stream, prior to posting anything else on your around. So subscribe, get it shared around as well, share the show, support the show. Can you do a range test of KS80 now with the new firmware? Yes, we will do. So it will be on the new firmware, which is V.1.10, I think, something like that. And so we will do that, be on the latest firmware. So everything will be out of the box. We will show you how to update the firmware. It's not immediately obvious, and it seems a bit glitchy. But yeah, do you want to set up an internet club for unicycle lovers? Well, kind of, yeah, we could do that. We've got a 9bot owners thing. We're back on. I think we've got the C100 back up. So we're aiming to get this community built up. So the show is like the cornerstone of this, and we've got a lot of stuff in the works. So that's the corner, and it's going to go massive. So yeah, we've got loads of other stuff to do and arrange. As I say, if you just joined us, you can also upload a video, which we'll play a video in a second again, showing you what we want, and up to 30 seconds long, why a unicycle has changed your life or makes your life easier. But we'll do that in a minute. I'll show you Mario in a second. And also you can upload a video of you just riding around or doing some cool stuff. Do whatever you like with that. Do something funny. Be creative with it, but send us a video up to a minute long of just riding your cycle around. It doesn't have to be talking if you don't want to, if you're uncomfortable with that, but just send a video of you riding around, and we will play them. And you've got your chance to win prizes on both those segments. So you'll have just the why it's changed your life or how it helps you in your day-to-day life, and then you've got a segment for just best video submitted by viewer. So if you go out your way and you've got smokes going off and you're flying out of woodlands or you're jumping up something really high, we'll upload all those. Now I would say I'd discourage you from using speed as a tool, because we don't want to encourage people to be going 35 miles an hour everywhere. So don't get racing motorbikes and cars or anything crazy like that, but something sensible and in line with what the whole of the community wants of EUC riders. So anybody can cycle off on your bicycle easily, but not on one of these. Correct. So if you get pushed off, you can't really unicycle jack one of these. Let's go back down again. What's your opinion on fast chargers? Some say it degrades the battery sooner. So as explained a minute ago, really in electric car terms, but the battery is huge in comparison. It made hardly any difference whatsoever. And we've got 9 minutes left, guys. And I didn't really see any difference in degradation. But again, I would say do at least every 5 charges, do 1 full charge with your original charger. That way, you're doing everything you possibly can to try and conserve it. Your favourite and go-to unicycle? Well, the trouble is, Harry, I keep testing all these unicycles, and they're all flipping brilliant. At the moment, I'm on the M Super X, but what sticks in my mind is the InMotion V10 and the KS16S. Very rarely do I go back to the Gen 2 9.1 anymore. So I tend to have one of those 3 at the moment. It's M Super X all the time, so I'm trying to get up to 250 miles so we can do our next video review on how we're getting on at 250 miles. So that's my predominant go-to wheel at the moment. But V8 really is, because of its size, but it's got packs of punch at 800 watts. So, and it goes quite a fair way as well. But Mike's got that at the moment. He's commuting to work on it, 8 miles each way. So he's nicked it off me. But it doesn't matter, because I'm on the M Super X, so that's cool. We've got that. Right, now Mario's going to play. Now Mario's going to play what we want from you in terms of how unicycles change your life or how it helps you in your daily life or weekends, if that's what you're doing. He's now going to play the video, and this is what we want from you guys with all the details. Yo! Each week we would like you guys to do a little video. Let us know how riding an electric unicycle has changed your life. So get your phones out, anything up to 30 seconds, and we'll feature it on the show. Okay, we're back. I guess the right camera. He wouldn't tell me. He refused. So that is what we want. So if you can send in your videos, you know where to send them to. You've got the information there. send them in. 30 seconds, please. I'm filming the right way up, not upside down. And send them in. That could be our problem that it's upside down the video. But let's blame John, because I think he's left now. So, yeah. A lot of information about battery life seems to come from the days of NiCad battery, which doesn't work the same way with modern LiPo batteries. I totally agree, it does. I mean, when we got the Leaf, we were told don't keep rapid charging it. It made no difference whatsoever. Basically no degradation. So you're always fighting against time with lithium-ion batteries. There's nothing you can do about that, so you might as well get on and use them. EUCs are addictive. Once you own one, you start looking for your next upgrade. Totally right. I mean, just by default, obviously, I have a lot of wheels. But the customers we've got, the range of wheels they've got is incredible. And there is no perfect wheel, hence the reason that people have a lot. So they tend to go on and get that for a certain purpose, lob it in the back of my car. Or they get this for massive long journeys or trail riding, etc., etc. So, but yeah. I will see if I can get that helmet off the... Can I do it without smashing anything up? Oh, there we go. That is the helmet that we used on the 1000 miler, and it's just put up on Soufflé as a trophy. Last time that was used was on the 1000 miler. As you can see, it's got the logo on the front, the top, and the logo on the back. And we had radio comms. So from motorcycle radio comms. I can't think what they're called now. Scala Rider. There we go. Scala Rider something. It was a Scala Rider Duo or something. So it was a double set, and we had the headphones were in there. So you put a little speaker, both sides. So you got stereo. And so we're chatting. It was really vital that we had those because we were travelling for 10 hours. So we're constantly chatting to each other. And John was well impressed with it. So yeah, that is that helmet there. And I say to explain this is a Welsh hat. Got no information on it apart from it's 100% polyester. But you can fit batteries to it, and then the little lights come on. It's bought as a joke, and I had to wear it. And if you go back 2 years ago, you'll see our 200 miler charity ride, and on that you'll see the last day as we're coming in, final closing, sun setting. Wearing that hat, absolutely brilliant. And that's where we made plans for the 1000 miler. So I'm not sure what we'll ever do next, but yeah. So we've got 4 minutes remaining. So if there's anything anybody wants to ask or anything you want me to talk about, then you got 4 minutes, and it's all over, and then it's shutting down. We need an outro, Mario. Next week we need an outro. We got an intro. We haven't got an outro. Okay to use a bicycle helmet, or do we need a full face helmet for EUC? So if you're travelling fast and you can run, you need a full face really if you want to protect your jaw. So if you don't want to break your jaw, or just your face in general really, then you'll need one. There we go. Let's put that there. There, lovely. So yeah, I would recommend getting a full face. That is a specialised helmet. Can't quite remember the exact name of it. It wasn't cheap though. So someone's looked at that. Someone's looked at that question, is it okay to use a bicycle helmet or do we need a full face helmet for EUC? You're talking about from a legal point or for a safety point? Because, as has been pointed out, it depends on country laws and speeds, it seems. But where we are here, legislation's a bit weird, as in it's a grey area about riding them in the first place. Possibly illegal, possibly not. Yes, so there we go. Harry's just said it himself. So people who have had serious accidents, or big fall, as I like to call them, they will know the importance of wearing the proper safety kit. The people that haven't had a big fall yet almost always say, nah, it doesn't matter, I can ride along at speed, it can go 35 miles an hour, so I'm fine doing 30. Well, hey, ding, 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 go on Instagram, follower. And so they don't wear a protective kit, and those are the people that in 6 months, 3 months, a year's time will then start wearing full kit if they survive. But there we go. So definitely. Yeah, I have heard of the burned V10. Who would like more details on a V10? And it isn't a V10, it's a V10F. There's a fire in a flat where the paper reported that the electric unicycle was smelled funny, so it was put out in the corridor and continued to charge. And then it caught fire, and the picture looks like a V10, and we think it probably is a V10. We contacted the V10F. We contacted InMotion directly this morning about this article, and they said they had been talking to someone from the same region where this incident happened. We got 2 minutes. where this incident had happened, and they, in the correspondence, they had asked him to not to turn it on again, not to use it, to remove the battery, submerge it in sand, so completely bury it in sand is their word, or submerge it 100% in water. That was their instructions, and those instructions weren't followed. In the case they're talking about, now we're making a leap to say what we think this is the same one. It may not be, but it's a bit of a coincidence. If that's the case, there was an issue which InMotion addressed and said this, and that wheel came from Russia. So it was bought from Russia and either brought here in person or was mailed here. We're not sure, but it was an early one. It was one of those problems with the one with the problem, the V10F, with the issue. So anyway, they tried to resolve it. The instructions seemed to be ignored. And that's the result. What speed does full face out become essential? Well, anything above your running speed. So if you can't sprint fast enough and it shuts out, you're going to smash into the ground. So just think of that. On the leaflets we hand out, it says about jumping out of a car at 15 miles an hour and see what happens. You basically feet hit the ground, you're straight down. Same thing happens. We have got 30 seconds left. There are such things as arm leg pads, aren't they? Bulky like traditional ones? No, not necessarily, Harry. Look at our 1000 miler. On there, we've got D30 armour on. So we've got chest armour, knees, everything. So have a look at that. Try and run through these. Let's have a look. Harry, personally, I use the G4 motorcycle versions. There you go. So similar stuff. But, okay, so we've got no outro. We'll have an outro next week. I think it went fairly successfully. And I'll see you guys next week. Thank you very much for supporting this show. Goodbye. Hey, look at this. Hey, guys, I have a humble plea. This is being put in by Mario, coming in to give me a faster wheel. Write in the comments if you want Mario to have a faster wheel, or you think as a learner he should maybe remain on a wheel which is perfectly suitable for him and it didn't cost him anything in the motor at all. So, yeah, there we go. So let's go with that. Or should he pinch mics? Right, that's it. We are 30 seconds over the time. I will see you all next week when it will be seamless, Mario.